What's good, everybody? It's your boy, and I'm back with another installment of Black Mirrors TV, man. Now, make sure that y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're gonna be breaking down none other than Erykah Badu. All right, I'm heavily shadow banned. We all know this. This is not something new, so it's very important that y'all smash that like button like y'all always do. All right. Also, if this video gets 5 likes, I will be dropping another video. I hope that you guys have an amazing Thanksgiving weekend. Y'all be safe out there and get home the same way that y'all left. And yeah, let's get right into it, y'all. So, Erykah Abi Wright, born February 26, 1971, known professionally as Erykah Badu, is an American singer, songwriter, and record producer. Influenced by R&B, soul, and hip-hop, Badu rose to prominence in the late 1990s when her debut studio album, Baduism, in 1997 placed her at the forefront of the neo-soul movement, earning her the nickname Queen of Neo-Soul by music critics. All right. Now, I also wanted to say, too, that I forgot what I was going to say. So if I remember what I was going to say during this video, I will tell y'all. But yeah, that's crazy. I just completely forgot what I was going to tell y'all. But okay. Badu's career began after opening a show for D'Angelo in 1994 in Fort Worth, which led to record label executive Keter Massenburg signing her to Keter Entertainment. Badu's first album, Baduism, was released in February 11th, 1997. Oh, that's what I was going to say. This video is going to be explaining why I believe she is another wicked witch of the West. This is a series that I'm doing, all right, and she is another witch that I'm going to be proving is a part of that by the pictures that I show you. So as I am doing a articulate breakdown of her background or whatever, y'all go ahead and make sure that you're looking at the slides that I show you as well, because I will be showing you exactly why I believe she is that. All right, she ain't the only one. Beyonce will be next too. All right, I already got a few witches out of here, but Beyonce is gonna be next, and I got a picture of Beyonce that I doubt a lot of people has ever seen. Okay, because it was my first time seeing it ever. All right, so y'all stay tuned for that. Badu's first album, Baduism, which was released in February 11th, 1997, it spawned 4 singles, On and On, Apple Tree, Next Lifetime, and Other Side of the Game. The album was certified triple platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America. Badu's first live album, Live, was released in November 1997 and contained her signature song, Tyrone, and was subsequently certified double platinum by the RIAA. All right. Badu's second studio album, Mama's Gun, was released in 2000. It spawned 3 singles, Bag Lady, which became her first top 10 single on the Billboard Hot 100, peaking at number 6, Didn't You Know, and Clever. The album was certified platinum by the RIAA. Badu's third album, Worldwide Underground, was released in 2003. It generated 3 singles, Love of My Life, and Ode to Hip Hop, and Danger, and Back in the Day, Puff, with the first becoming her second song to reach the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100, peaking at number 9. The album was certified gold by the RIAA. Badu's fourth album, New America Part 1, was released in 2008. It spawned 2 singles, Honey and Soldier. New America Part 2 was released in 2010 and fared well both critically and commercially. It contained the album's lead single, Window Seat, whose music video sparked controversy. Badu's voice had been compared to jazz singer Billie Holiday. Early in her career, Badu was recognizable for her style, which often included wearing very large and colorful head wraps. She was a core member of the Soulquarians. As an actress, she played as a number of supporting roles in movies including Blues Brothers 2000, The Cider House Rules, and House of D. She also has appeared in the documentaries Before the Music Dies and the Black Power Mixtape 1967 to 1975. Wright was born in Dallas, Texas. She was raised by her mother, an actress Colleen Wright. See, once again, ladies and gentlemen, here goes not only the vow of silence, which you see her doing right here, but that neo-nepotism. Okay, I always want to say nepotism, some crazy stuff like that, but nepotism, man. Her mama was an actress. They always have somebody in the industry, all right? It's either you born in or you sworn in, and obviously we see another clear case of nepotism right here, all right, which thrust her into what she became, okay? Now, along with her younger siblings, brother Evan and sister Corian, her parents separated when Erykah was young. Badu began singing and dancing at the age of 4 alongside her mother. She performed at the Dallas Theater Center and the Black Academy of Arts and Letters. See, you see what I mean? These folks don't just magically appear in the game. These folks be trained and groomed from early on. All right, she got her taste of the entertainment business at the age of 4. Okay, when other children are learning numbers and letters and colors and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? She already in the industry, okay? Under the guidance of her godmother, Gwen Hargrove, and her uncle, T-Ball founder, Curtis King. So he was the founder of the Black Academy of Arts and Letters. So it wasn't too hard for her. It wasn't going to be too hard for her to get in the industry and become somebody when your uncle is the founder of the Black Academy in Arts and Letters. Like, come on. You and I will never have an easy chance or anything like that to get into the industry. We're not even going to make it. Let's just be real. Now, I will say this too. This is a side note. If you have at least 30 to 50,000 fans or supporters, you can make it without signing to a record label and getting taken through there, because that's what they're going to do. They're going to use and abuse you. But if you got a solid core fan base of at least 30, maybe 50,000 people, you can make it and not have to work a day in your life. All right. Now, by the age of 14, Badu was freestyling for a local radio station alongside artists such as Roy Hargrove in her youth. She had decided to change the spelling of her first name from Erykah, E-R-I-C-A, to Erykah, E-R-Y-K-A-H, all right? That probably got something to do with gematria, all right? As she believed her original name was a slave name. The term Ka signifies the inner self. She adopted the surname Badu because it is her favorite jazz scat sound. After graduating from Booker T. Washington High School for the Performing and Visual Arts, Badu went on to study theater at Grambling State University, a historically black university. She left the university in 1993 before graduating to focus more fully on music. She formed a band, Erykah Free, with her cousin Robert Free Bradford, and recorded a 19-song demo, Country Cousins, which attracted the attention of Keter Massenburg. He set Badu up to record a duet with D'Angelo, Your Precious Love, and eventually signed her to a record deal with Universal Records. All right. Now, from 97 to 99, Baduism, Badu's debut album, was released in early 1997. The album met with critical and commercial success, debuting at number 2 on the Billboard charts and number 1 on the U.S. Billboard Top R&B Hip-Hop Albums. Baduism's commercial and critical success helped establish Badu as one of the emerging neo-soul genre's leading artists. Her particular style of singing drew many comparisons to Billie Holiday. All right, Baduism was certified 3 times platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America, gold by the British Phonographic Industry, and the Canadian Recording Industry Association. The album produced 4 singles. The lead single, On and On, was released December 1996 and reached number 12 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 charts and the UK singles charts, as well as making an appearance on the New Zealand charts. The album and lead single also gave Badu her first nomination and win at the Grammy Awards, where On and On won Best Female R&B Vocal Performance, and the album won Best R&B Album. Badu recorded her first live album, Live, while pregnant with 7. Now, 7 is a number of completion. Also, 9 is a number of completion. All right, so you'll see artists with songs with the title name 7 or 9, or albums like Lil Kim. She has an album called 9. It's because it's a number of completion, whether it's a ritual or a seance or whatever type of satanic practice that they have done. It has come to an end and it is completed. All right. Now, and the release of the recording coincided with his birth, right? See, because it's completion. It just said it right there. While pregnant with 7, and the release of the recording coincided with his birth, right? The album was released on November 18th, 1997. It reached number 4 on the U.S. Billboard 200 and number 1 on the U.S. Billboard Top R&B and Hip Hop Albums. The album was certified 2 times platinum by RIAA for shipments of over 2 million copies. The album's lead single, Tyrone, was released in October 1997 and became another R&B hit single. Tyrone lyrically is a song chiding a selfish, cheap, and inattentive boyfriend. Badu also collaborated with The Roots, who had previously handled production duties on a number of tracks on Baduism. On their breakthrough 1999 release, Things Fall Apart, she was featured on the song You Got Me by The Roots and American woman rapper Eve. Co-written by Jill Scott, the song peaked at 39 in the US and 31 in the UK. The song went on to win The Roots and Badu a Grammy Award for Best Rap Performance by a Duo or Group in 1999. Now, from 2000 to 2006, after taking some time off to raise her child, Badu returned in 2000 with Mama's Gun. The album was characterized as more organic in sound than her previous studio album, and primarily produced by the Soulquarians and noted bassist Pino Palladino. A remix of one of the album's first single and topped the R&B charts for 7 weeks. The album was well received and the lyrical content winning notices from many publications. Reviewers found some of her lyrics hard to decipher on her initial release. On her initial releases, the album debuted as number 3 on the U.S. Billboard Top R&B and Hip Hop Albums, despite not charting as high as her first 2 albums. Mama's Gun was another platinum-selling success, and Bag Lady was nominated for a Grammy Award. All right, now I want y'all to take a look at this skull inside of this star that she is wearing on this hat, because it's not just any old symbol. It's not just any old symbol. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this symbol right here means something. Okay, and we're gonna break that down here in a second, but pay attention to that. All right, this right here has a crazy meaning. All right, now, and by 2000, Badu was in a romantic relationship with fellow Soulquarian Common. The two released Love of My Life and Ode to Hip Hop as a collaboration on the Brown Sugar soundtrack. Love of My Life hit number 9 on the pop charts, topped the R&B listings, and in 2003, Badu was awarded her fourth Grammy Award for it. In 2001, Badu embarked on the Mama's Gun World Tour. The tour started in North America on February 10th in Cleveland, Ohio at the Allen Theater. After the release of Mama's Gun and Love of My Life, Badu suffered writer's block. Now, if y'all don't know what writer's block is or whatever, we're going to go ahead and break that down real quick, all right? Writer's block is a non-medical condition primarily associated with writing, in which an author is either unable to produce new work or experiences a creative slowdown. Writer's block has various degrees of severity, from difficulty in coming up with original ideas to being able to produce work for years. This condition is not solely measured by time passing without writing. It is measured by time passing without productivity in the task at hand. Writer's block has been acknowledged has been an acknowledged problem throughout recorded history, and many experience it. All right, there's a lot of artists that experience this. All right, however, not until 1947 was the term writer's block coined by the Austrian psychiatrist Adam Bergler. All types of writers, including full-time professionals, academics, workers on creative projects, and those trying to finish written assignments, can experience writer's block. Now let's break down this symbol on this hat real quick. All right, now general and esoteric symbolism. All right, memento mori. The skull universally serves as a memento mori, a reminder of the inevitability of death. The star can represent celestial guidance, eternity, or a high ideal. Combined, they might symbolize the soul's eternal journey after death, or a spiritual transformation that comes from acknowledging mortality. All right. Occultism. This is the occult meaning. In some esoteric traditions, the star, particularly an inverted pentagram, is associated with specific concepts. While the skull has alchemical or symbolic meanings, a specific combination might have specialized meaning within a particular order or belief system. So that right there is letting you know, hey, she is a part of some type of cult or some type of, sector in the music industry. And she been in this since 4 years old. So it'd be foolish to think that she is not a part of something, very secretive. They got something called the Eastern Star, which is like the Freemasonry for women, particularly black women too. You know what I'm saying? They got Ifa. I believe she might be practicing Ifa to keep it 100% with you. You know what I'm saying? They have gods and goddesses who they pray to. All right. Now, on September 16, 2003, she released her third studio album, Worldwide Underground. The album was more jam-orientated than any other prior releases, and Badu said that the album was designed to be one continuous groove. Upon its release, Worldwide Underground met with some criticism for its loose, unconventional structure and songwriting, but the album received generally positive reviews from critics. Commercially, the album was fared well and debuted at number 3 on the U.S. Billboard 200 chart in the week of October 4th, 2003, selling 143,561 copies in its first week, ultimately spending 11 weeks on the Billboard 200. It also entered at number 2 on the Billboard's top R&B and hip-hop albums. It spent 30 weeks on the chart. By December 2003, the album has sold 394,000 copies domestically. On October 28, 2003, Worldwide Underground was certified gold in sales by the Recording Industry Association of America, following sales in excess of 500,000 copies in the United States, according to Nielsen SoundScan. The album has sold 609,000 copies in the United States. Its first single, Love of My Life, an ode to hip-hop, peaked at number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100 and at number 1 on the Hot R&B and Hip-Hop Songs chart. The second single, Danger, reached number 82 on the Hot 100 and number 27 on the Hot R&B and Hip-Hop Songs, while the third single, Back in the Day, Puff, peaked at number 62 on the Hot R&B Hip-Hop Songs chart. Badu received 4 further Grammy nominations for the album. She also contributed to Zap Mama's album Ancestry in Progress 2004, adding her vocals to the track Bandy Bandy. Badu embarked on the Worldwide Underground Tour in 2004. The U.S. track kicked off February 3rd in New Orleans and ran through the winter and spring, with supporting act Floetry joining the tour February 5th in Houston. The Roots made a special opening act appearance at the February 11th show in Los Angeles. Badu resumed the tour during the fall with additional dates in America and Europe. In 2005, she was a judge for the 4th Annual Independent Music Awards to support independent artists' careers. Badu co-founded the Sugar Water Festival with Queen Latifah and Jill Scott. The trek played to amphitheaters and arenas in the United States during the summer of 2005 and 2006. It began in 2005 as an event to bring awareness to health issues to African American women. British duo Floetry opened shows during the 2005 run. The festival relaunched briefly in 2006 with Khalees opening the show and comedian Monique hosting the festival. 2006 was its final year. The festival had plans to expand into Europe and Asia, but this did not come to fruition. The summer tour was a concert tour in 2006 by Badu. The tour started on June 10th in Knoxville, Tennessee, with 3 shows in the U.S. and resumed in July for several shows in Europe. Badu co-headlined dates in August with Jill Scott and Queen Latifah at the Sugar Water Festival. From 2007 to 2009, after receiving her first computer as a Christmas gift, Badu began commuting with and receiving music from Questlove, Q-Tip, and Jay Dilla, among others. She later began to use her laptop as a mini recording studio to construct various backing tracks for songs. Now, I want y'all to understand something. These folks use backmasking in these songs too. That's why they're so catchy. That's why they're so mesmerizing. That's why they get you in this state of consciousness where it's almost like your vessel is being used. Also, the tone and the frequency and the hertz of the music is toned to 440, which is literally hurting us. Okay. And also, another thing is this, man. When you put those two things together and knowing that our body is made up of like 70 to 78% water, it doesn't make us feel too good. We might feel uneasy. We might feel anxious. We might feel, depressed or mad or sad. It's all done for a purpose. Music is more than just sounds and beats and drums and tones. It's energy being transferred to you, through you, around you. When I listen to certain music, I get a headache after a while. Damn near get a migraine. You know what I'm saying? And I started putting two to two together like, oh, it's the music I'm listening to that's got me feeling all crazy and it's got me feeling off my rocker because it's tuned to a certain frequency, it's tuned to a certain hertz. Our body is made up of this water. If you go watch a video, it's about this Japanese man, I believe, somebody of Asian descent, and they do a study basically to where they play a frequency or a tone to water, and then they freeze it, and then if it's tuned to a peaceful tone like 432, it comes out beautiful, like the most beautiful ice crystal you've ever seen. But if you playing like death metal, heavy metal, and all that crap, it's pretty much coming out very ugly, distorted, broken, not formed together right. And it's like night and day, and he's basically showing you, hey, this is what is happening to us on the inside. So we have to be paying attention to the type of music we're listening to. And I'm pretty sure that there are things out there that we can download to our phone to then tune music to the certain frequency that we want. All right, you just got to be diligent and do your homework on that. Now, where was I at? Okay. She later began to use her laptop as a mini recording studio to construct various backing tracks for songs, which led to the album's primary recording sessions at Electric Lady Studios in New York City. In 2007, Badu was said to have 3 albums in the work for release during 2007 and 2008. Honey, a new single produced by Ninth Wonder, was leaked online in November 2007. The 4th studio album, New America Part 1, was released by Universal Motown Records. In the United States on February 26, 2008, Badu's 37th birthday. It was released in Europe countries on February 29th, in Australia and the United Kingdom on March 3rd, and in Japan on March 12th. Both Japanese and Australian editions contain the bonus track Real Thing. The album's digital release on the iTunes Store featured the song's Tumbling Dice remix as a bonus track. The New America Part 1 was also released as a double vinyl LP on March 11th and on a USB stick format. The album's lead single, Honey, was released on December 11, 2007. It reached number 88 on the US Billboard Hot 100, on which it spent 3 weeks. The song also charted at number 22 and spent 17 weeks on the Hot R&B and Hip Hop songs. Upon release, New America Part 1, Fourth World War, received universal acclaim from critics. In the United States, the album debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200 chart, selling 125,000 copies in its first week. It was Badu's best opening week since her debut album Baduism in 1997. It also entered at number 2 on the Billboard Top R&B Hip Hop Albums. According to Nelson SoundScan, the America Part 1 Fourth World War sold 359,000 copies in the United States by early 2010. Erykah Badu performed at the 10th annual Voodoo Experience in New Orleans the weekend before Halloween in 2008. The United States Kingdom, the album charted at number 55 on the UK albums charts, on which it spent 1 week. In France, it debuted at number 49 and spent 11 weeks on the French album charts. In Switzerland, it debuted at number 10 and spent 6 weeks on the Swiss album's top 100. In the Netherlands, the album entered at number 25 and spent 7 weeks on the Mega Album Top 100. In Poland, it reached number 9 and spent 8 weeks on the Polish albums chart. The album's highest international charting was number 5 in Sweden, where it charted for 7 weeks. My thing is this. I'm telling y'all all of this for a reason, because I'm showing y'all that she has so much influence. She has reaches in the UK, Switzerland, Poland, Europe, Japan, literally all over the world. Of course, obviously the US. So all this backmasking and having occultists, witches, warlocks, and demons being summoned to be over these records is not only affecting people here in the States, but it's affecting people all over the world, to get people to think a certain way, to act a certain way, to be in a certain state of mind. Because when you listen to certain music, you are in a certain state of mind, ladies and gentlemen. If you listen to young boy music, you in a murder, kill state of mind. If you listening to jazz, you are in a relaxed state of mind, calm and cool. If you are listening to R&B, you are in a sexual state of mind and lustful. If you're listening to rock and roll, you are listening to also you could say a violent state of mind. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? If you listen to church music, of course, you are tapped into, I guess, your spirit, state of mind, your higher self. You are aligned properly. You see what I'm saying? But all music is tainted. All music is tainted. And what I mean by that is not only is gospel music tainted, which is, the truth, because you got people in the churches who ain't all the way righteous. You see what I'm saying? You got people in the church that's not all the way righteous. Kurt Franklin is one of them, because I know damn well God did not tell you, God up in heaven did not tell you to be working and shaking ass on stage. That's why I salute Jamie Foxx for making a joke out of it and kind of being lighthearted about it. But to be honest, God ain't tell you to do that, to be humping and dry humping on stage and all that crap. He did not tell you that. The Holy Spirit did not tell you that. The Holy Ghost did not tell you that. God did not tell you to get up on stage and do all that. That's sexual. That's lustful. What kind of image are you giving? You see what I'm saying? What are you putting out here? This is very conflicting. But see, when people get status, when people get power, when people get money, when people get the spotlight, the limelight and all that, people change. People say, oh yeah, that's not gonna change me. Oh yeah, the money and the fame, that's not gonna change me. I'm gonna be the same. That's always the biggest lie that they tell you. That stuff changes them. morally and their values. You know dang well you're not supposed to be up there shaking ass and twerking, speaking about the Lord. And then he also said something too in his BET Awards cipher, to where he said something along the lines of like, you know, I am the GOAT. And if we all know what that means, I mean, the GOAT is a reference to your lower nature. You know what I'm saying? Walking amongst the fowl of the earth. That's you operating out of your lower nature. The GOAT is a ground dweller. You see what I'm saying? He says some very blasphemous things in that cipher, and I will be exposing him too. After Beyonce, we're gonna have to get Kurt Franklin up out of here, because there's a lot of fakelins out here in the church community. You know, there's a lot of sexual things that go on in the church, and we ain't even trying to make this video that, but I just got to get it out because it's on my chest. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of lustful things that go on. Them pastors and them deacons be getting freaky with people, wives and daughters and things of that nature. Y'all do know that, right? Y'all do know that they be smoking crack, weed, and all this other stuff, and then going out and giving service, right? You know, they be the drunkards in the bars and all that, right? Y'all do know that. But everybody want to keep it on the hush-hush because that's the pastor, that's the deacons, that's the this, that's the that. You know, we're going to keep it in-house. Whatever's going on, we're going to keep it in-house. And then they sucking you dry reading the same Bible verses over and over again. They won't help Sister Shirley out, you know what I'm saying, with her needing her rent paid or her car note paid, but they want you to put your last $500 or $100 in the basket so that they can get... You see what I'm saying? While they riding around in Benzes and Bentleys and big houses and mansions and all this stuff. I know what's going on. They treating church like a club, like a business, like a bank. Let's keep it 100. A church is a bank nowadays. You feel me? But that's neither here nor there, man. We finna get back to the video, back to the content, but I had to get that off my heart. You feel me? Now, let's see. In March 2025, during an interview with Billboard, Badu revealed she was working on a new studio album, her first in 15 years, slated to be produced solely by The Alchemist. The album is scheduled to be released soon on Badu's independent label, Control Freak Records. All right. The same year, she appeared in the featured documentary Lilith Fair, Building a Mystery, the Untold Story, which reflects on the legacy of the all-female music festival. Now, why the hell would you call it Lilith? Why would you call it Lilith? Now, Lilith is supposed to be one of the first females ever, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to break down who Lilith is in a second, you know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and talk about some of her personal life, you feel me? Badu became a vegan in 2006. Vegan food is soul food in its truest form. I don't know about all that, but soul food means to feed the soul, and to me, your soul is your intent. If your intent is pure, you are pure. Badu splits her time between her hometown and Fort Greene, New York. All right. In 1996, Badu became involved with the rapper Andre 3000 of Outkast, with whom she had her first child and son named Seven Sirius Benjamin. On November 18, 1997, their relationship ended in 1999. In late 2000, Outkast released the song Miss Jackson, which was inspired by Andre 3000's then relationship with Badu and her mother. The song reached #1 on Billboard Hot 100 and would go on to win a Grammy Award. On July 5th, 2004, Badu gave birth to a daughter, Puma Sabti Curry. Puma's father is Texas-based rapper The DOC. On February 1st, 2009, Badu gave birth to a third child, a girl named Mars Merkaba Thedford, with her boyfriend of 5 years, rapper Jay Electronica. Damn, Jay, I ain't know you was you feel me? Because I didn't know that. Damn, okay. For the 2014 OK Player platform and web television OK Africa TV, Badu had her DNA tested. See, here we go with that DNA testing stuff, man. This is what they do. They put these things out like, oh, I got my ancestry checked. Oh, I got my DNA checked to get you to do it, get your behind to do it, right? And all they doing is collecting blood samples from everybody just to gain more control, to know exactly who you are, what you do, where you work, how you spend your money, to feed you algorithms to then be able to have full control of you so that you can use this digital ID here in the near future. 2030 is right around the corner. We coming up on 2026, man. These years are flying by. I don't know whether it's because I'm older and I'm working every day or whatever the case may be, but yeah, man, we moving forward towards something very demonic, and people have to be aware and just conscious of what's happening, what we're being pushed towards, and we're just giving them the okay to do it because people ain't reading, people ain't doing their due diligence because they so busy trying to find out how they gonna eat today. You feel me? Because they making it so hard for people to at least get out of the red and get into the black, at least. Not even trying to get into the green, because in the black you still living check to check. You feel me? We trying to get ahead, a few checks ahead. Help us do that, but they not trying to do that. You feel me? Now, Badu had her DNA tested, and genealogists researched her family ancestry. It was revealed that Badu's mitochondrial DNA traced to the Bemalik people of Cameroon in Central Africa. Like I said, these folks ain't really doing this. You know what I'm saying? Just like when they was quote unquote getting, things done and put into them in 2020 on live TV, those were just saline shots. Very unharmful. Ain't gonna do nothing to you, but some of them may have even just had air in them and not even anything in them. You know what I'm saying? But they getting it live on television and then telling you to do so and then shaming you for not doing so. Just like when they tell you to vote. And then, who do they always get to push the narrative on that? They get your favorite artist. They get your favorite rapper, your favorite singer, your favorite this, your favorite that, to then make you feel bad for not going to vote when we all know that our votes don't count. It don't matter. They already are predetermined. Just like a wrestling match, it's already predetermined for the champion to win and for you to lose. And you're going to have to fight like hell if you really want to win that match. But it's already scripted for you to lose. The presidents are already pre-picked years ahead. The story of the United States was already written hundreds of years ago for it to go exactly how it's going now. Do you understand what I'm saying? None of this stuff is new. They've been when they make laws and things of that nature and they do stuff like this, it's already set up to where it's going to last hundreds of years. They don't make laws so that it can last just for 5 years, 2, 3, 4 years. Nah, they make laws so that it can last for hundreds of years. You understand what I'm saying? Now, we're going to talk about a few legal issues that she had. All right. Now, on April 2nd, 2010, Badu was charged with disorderly conduct for appearing nude in Daley Plaza in Dallas, Texas, while filming the music video for a single Window Seat. During March 2010, the video debuted online March 27, 2010. The video had been filmed spontaneously without noting Dallas government officials. Though Badu's performance had an estimated hundreds of eyewitnesses, none complained to the police at the time of the incident. After the video gained attention online, the Dallas Police Department actively sought witnesses and complainants. Sergeant Warren Mitchell said that the decision to cite Badu for a misdemeanor punishable by a fine up to $500 came after witness Ida Espinoza, 32, of Vernon, offered a sworn statement to police Thursday, April 1st. Espinoza declined to comment to the Associated Press. On April 22nd, 2010, Badu pleaded not guilty rather than paying the fee by mail. On August 13th, she paid the $500 ticket and began a term of 6 months probation. That's crazy. But what do you think? When you believe that you are, how can I say this? Above the law, which is what a lot of these folks believe. When you believe that you are above the law, man, and you can't be touched, and you are this popular person, you feel like you can get away with anything. You feel like you can get away with murder. You feel like you can get away with treating people like crap. You feel like you can just get away with anything you want to and you won't be touched. Nah, there's still There's still rules and regulations you gotta abide by. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these folks be learning the hard way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them have to do time in jail. A lot of them get killed. A lot of them get beat up. A lot of them get robbed. You see what I'm saying? Because they think that they can move and do certain things because they are somebody on TV that we see all the time, or they have big songs, or whatever it is. You see what I'm saying? And they feel like they just can't be touched. But that's a lie. You see what I'm saying? They bleed just like you and I, and they can be touched. And they do have to abide by certain rules and regulations and morals and values. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be walking around here butt ass naked. You got kids out here. And that's not okay, because I don't want my child seeing that and we going to the store and you walking around here butt ass naked. You feel me? Like, that's so crazy to me. Why would you think that that was okay? But see, at the same time, as I say this, a lot of that stuff be set up for that, especially if this was around the time when the internet, you know what I'm saying, was coming out. So the games was gonna be played. It's just simple and plain. It's just simple and plain. The games was gonna be played because they know how to use the system. They're like, okay, we got this internet thing out. We could just do this to garner attention, and then we could run the views up, and then we could drop it. You know, it's all for monetary value at the end of the day, is what I'm saying. It's all for monetary value. All right. Now, I said that we was going to look up something. Lilith. Yeah, so let's go ahead and look up what Lilith means, okay? Because why the hell would you name your festival that in the first place? All right. All right. Now, let's look up Lilith, all right? Now, Lilith, okay, also spelled in a few different ways, is a feminine figure in Mesopotamian and Jewish mythology. According to accounts in the Talmud, she is a primordial she-demon. Lilith is cited as having been banished from the Garden of Eden for disobeying Adam. Okay. And there's a depiction here of her wrapped up by the serpent. Okay. Now, the stem Hebrew word for from which the name Lilith is taken is in the biblical Hebrew in the book of Isaiah. Though Lilith herself is not mentioned in any biblical text, in late antiquity in Mandean and Jewish sources from 500 AD onward, Lilith appears in the historials, incantations incorporating a short mythic story and various concepts and localities that give partial depictions of her. She is mentioned in the Babylonian Talmud, Irvin 100b, Nida 24b, Shabbat 151b, Bava Batra 73a, and in the Zohar and Leviticus 19a as a hot fiery female who first cohabited with man. Many rabbinic authorities, including Maimonides and Menachem Miri, reject the existence of Lilith. The name Lilith seems related to the masculine Akkadian word Lilu and its female variants Lilitu and Ardat Lili. The Lil root is shared by the Hebrew word Lilith, appearing in Isaiah 34:14, which is thought to be a night bird by modern scholars such as Judith and Blair in Mesopotamian religion. According to the cuneiform texts of Sumer, Assyria, and Babylonia, Lilu are a class of demonic spirits consisting of adolescents who died before they can bear children. Many have also connected her to the Mesopotamian demon Lamashtu, who shares similar traits and a similar position in mythology to Lilith. Okay. So she pretty much named her festival after a demon, a female demon or a she-demon. All right, due to Hebrew and Jewish beliefs. All right, in the Talmud. This is crazy work, man. So this goes to show you why I believe that she is another wicked witch of the West. You understand what I'm saying? It's clear as day to see that she has and always will be just that. You see what I'm saying? And She don't want to change. I mean, she making incense with, you know, the intent of it smelling like her coochie. It's just crazy. It's just crazy work. And then she says that her coochie has been known to smell like strawberries and gunpowder, which sounds like a concoction that a witch would brew up in a cauldron somewhere. I mean, they tell you what they are. You know what I mean? She wears the top hat, which you've seen in this entire video, and the taller the hat is, like, the higher you are in the hierarchy of witchcraft. You see what I mean? It's starting to make sense. Now, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. I enjoyed making it. Shout out to the family member who sent that Cash App for this video. If y'all would like a personalized video, go ahead and hit the Cash App at $ Black Mirrors TV, $ Black Mirrors TV. Let me know who you want to see in the comment section below. If not, I'm going to just keep the videos rolling. If this video gets 5 likes, I will be dropping another video, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know what to do until next time. But if you don't, I'll be happy to tell you. Y'all stay humble and y'all stay hungry, man. And enjoy y'all Thanksgiving weekend. And I'll see y'all on the next video. And I'm out. Wow. You feel me?